Hello, my name is Ruchika Jha from Impact, and today we'll be speaking to Mr. Shivam Ranjan, Global Head of Brand at Motorola. So recently Motorola and Swarovski collaborated to introduce a limited edition of Brilliant collection. So this edition includes Motorola Razr flip phone and Moto Buds Loop earbuds, both featuring Swarovski crystals. So in this conversation we'll be talking about the idea where this was conceived and more. Hello sir, welcome
Hi.
to Impact.
Thank you.
So, sir, to begin with, a very extraordinary, I would say. I mean, when I got to know about this collection, I was like, okay, this is something new. So, what inspired the brand for, to go ahead with this collaboration with Swarovski?
Yeah, I think very important for us to state that very clearly. As a brand, Motorola has always stood for not just cutting edge innovation and technology, which of course is part of the DNA of what Motorola is, but we've also believed in enabling self-expression for the consumers, right? And I think in that process, we've always believed in making the phone, which is actually an extension of the consumer's lifestyle, something that also could be a way that they express themselves, is a way that they style themselves, and is a way that they feel comfortable with themselves in every day, right? And which is why design and colors have been an important part of the story of Motorola. If you look at our journey last few years, we've partnered with Pantone, which is a global leader in color science. And post that, you would see a lot of changes in terms of our colors that the smartphones come in. We've got some of the most distinct, most innovative, most trending colors across our smartphones, and also not just colors but even materials, designs, finishes, and which has helped us establish ourselves not just as a tech brand but as a lifestyle tech brand, right? Where we are taking both technology, innovation, as well as creative self-expression together, and using that through our tech devices, as that combination as part of our tech devices. That is what we've taken to the next level with our Brilliant collection.
Got it.
While colors is something we were already doing, this collaboration with Swarovski allows us to do something which is truly unique, which allows us to create the perfect fusion of function and fashion.
Okay, so this idea was pitched by Motorola to Swarovski.
See, it's not about pitching an idea to anyone. I think it's about, it's about our journey of ensuring that we keep on innovating in terms of our differentiation in terms of design, right? And I think in that journey, I believe we strongly believe in creating partnerships. Pantone is one such partner. Today, Swarovski is another such partner. And I think partnerships are always mutual, right? Indeed. Irrespective of who starts the partnership.
Indeed. So, who is the target audience for the Brilliant collection?
See, the target audience today is the young consumers who are not just looking at the phones as a technology device, but also as an extension of themselves. Wherever they go, they believe that, and especially with smartphones actually being the most personal device, right? It is there with consumers 24 hours. The first thing you see when you wake up in the morning, the last thing you see before you go to sleep. It's there with you wherever you go, whether it is your workplace, whether it is your outing with your friends, or anywhere else. Absolutely. So I think it's about you being comfortable with the smartphone, seeing it as an extension of your identity, your self-expression, and I think that's what we believe. So young Gen Z, consumers who are fashionable, fashion forward, fashion first is our core TG for the Brilliant collection. And both from a smartphone as well as the Buds perspective, right? It's so unique. It stands out wherever you go. So people who are looking to create an impact, who are looking to stand out in the crowd, looking to make a difference, but definitely seeing it as an extension of who they believe they are as their stylish self.
Got it, sir. So my next question is about the media mix. How was that involved, and how was your approach to influencer marketing as well for the collaboration?
No, I think a good question. See, I think for these kind of products, right? I mean, it's the standard media, right? Which is whether it is digital ads or video ads or static ads, are not able to do justice to the product, right? Because it's literally like a piece of jewelry.
Right.
You need to see it, you need to feel it to be able to understand how beautiful it is. Which is why I think our approach to media was also to make it very approachable, very realistic. We did a fashion event, right,
Yes.
where we introduced it to tons of influencers, media, and everyone alike together through a fashion show, which really stood for what we were trying to accomplish, right? We see it as an accessory that, or the smartphone as an extension that is so fashionable that deserves a fashion show to launch. And then the distribution with influencers, them showing the usage of the device in different circumstances, in different use cases, and bringing alive the perfect fusion of technology and fashion together. So consumers see the value of this fusion, they see the relevance of this fusion. Our media approach was hence very centered around collaborations, doing brand collabs with these influencers, and also events where consumers could come and experience the device.
Agree. So you mentioned that primarily with influencer collaborations about this.
And of course, we created opportunities at retail where consumers we created a jewel box at select retail stores where consumers can actually go today also and see both the phone as well as the buds.
Yeah. Okay. So coming to influencers, so we influencers are actually now creating a very strong impact for brands, and brands are also now prioritizing influencer marketing. We have seen that Instagram has come up with certain features for influencers' benefits and for brands' benefits as well. One of them is trial reels. It has been a couple of months since that was that feature was introduced. So I wanted to understand, from a brand perspective who works with influencers, have you seen any benefit of the same? Like, have you ever tried using that, or probably working with an influencer? Have you seen or probably chose an influencer while checking that, okay, this influencer has made a reel and shared it with non-followers and they got engagement? So anything, your feedback on
that? I mean, I think it's important for platforms to also continue to innovate. Since, like you said, right, influencer marketing is growing big time, and it's not just India now. As I look at multiple markets across APAC, globally, we're seeing the rise of influencers across the board. And it's not just the mega influencers today. We are also looking at the growth of micro, nano influencers and their relevance in different touch points, right? So I think it's very important for platforms to also continue to innovate, to give features, to give methodologies, to give abilities to brands to be able to optimize those, right? Like we have media platforms so evolved today, right? We get choices to pick up our TG, to tweak our performance, to tweak our relevance, to tweak our pacing, etc. Tons of things we can do with media. I think the same needs to happen with the platforms, and I believe in Instagram and various other platforms are actually investing in doing that. We are open to trying out all these technologies and all these instances. I'm not very sure exactly on the specific technology that you asked me for, the trial reels, whether we have done it so far or not, but we are in principle a brand that is digital first and will approach any new technology and try that technology the first it's possible to.
Understood. So we've been seeing that smartphones have been marketed as productivity tools, and like you mentioned, lifestyle devices, the first thing we see when we wake up in the morning. So which of these identities do you think that consumers actually believe in, whether being like lifestyle devices or productivity tools, new fashion accessories? How do you see that?
I mean, I think these are all terms, I would say, but I mean, it's not one thing. The way I would like to say is, it's not one thing. The consumer, like I said, is using the smartphone throughout the day for different activities, right? So there could be a time when the consumer is using it for productivity led use cases, but the actual, if you look at the actual overall usage, right? It's not one thing or the other, right? It's about being a device that extends your lifestyle, allows you to express yourself in multiple scenarios.
Right.
If it's a productivity scenario, so be it. If it's a fashion-led scenario, so be it. If it's a regular lifestyle-based scenario, so be it. So we firmly believe that smartphones are or should be lifestyle tech, right? Which is what Motorola aspires and stands to be today, right? We believe we are a lifestyle tech brand enabling consumers' lifestyles, right? Whatever they want to achieve as part of their life, how they want to express themselves through technology. That's how we are positioning ourselves, and that's what we believe our products are doing as well.
Got it. And also just wanted to, out of curiosity, understand that did you also study consumer behavior, consumer patterns before announcing this collaboration?
No, of course. I think we have been studying consumers very closely. In fact, consumer research and consumer inputs are very, very important for us when we are designing our products, when we are deciding what products to launch across markets. And the consumer inputs go across, not just our technology features, our hardware features, software features, AI, and even design, right? We have seen significant uptake in our, in our color story from consumers, right? So we've seen that the color story has been giving Motorola the ability to differentiate itself at the point of retail, at online stores, and as a brand, right? We have been able to differentiate ourselves from other tech brands through our design story, colors, materials, finishes, and also our focus on lifestyle through our software first approach, through our AI features also that we have enabled. So all in all, what we've seen is that the consumers today are not just looking at a smartphone in terms of specs, in terms of hardware. They are looking for things beyond that, right? And the more you are able to give them, the ability to express themselves through design, through software, through enabling other lifestyle experiences, is where they start valuing your device, valuing the brand, and also allows them to actually connect emotionally with the brand, right? I mean, we do not want a transactional relationship with the consumer. We want an emotional relationship with the consumer, and that is, I think, creating these lifestyle oriented experiences for the consumer through our devices allows for an emotional connection, which then is a long-standing bond.
Understood. So now coming to the festive season, we have with Onam, with Raksha Bandhan, we have seen the onset of the same.
Yes.
So what are your plans for the festive season, like with overall with the brand and also along with the Brilliant collection?
Yeah, so I think our festive season actually kicks off with the Brilliant collection. This is the time when we are, in fact, today is the day when we go on sale. With the Brilliant collection across touch points, retail as well as Flipkart. It's about ensuring that we are able to take all our products to our consumers, showcase how and why they are differentiated and creating value for them, and also share good value for them, right? Discounts, offers is a part of how festive season is looked at anywhere in the world, and especially in India as well. Consumers are looking out for that. But how do we communicate the same, right? There is one thing to say, oh, this much off. Another way to say it is you get more value for money, you get more bang for the buck. How do you do that and also do it differently, right? To be able to capture attention. So this festive season, I think one of the core aspects of our campaign is actually the fact that Motorola brings such brilliant offerings to you that you need to start dancing, and to express that, we've actually taken this very famous iconic song called Nacho Nacho from the RRR movie, and we've done a remix of that with the Hello Moto tune and the Moto integrations into that. So it's a very unique remix that we've created, and all our assets this festive, whether they are talking about a product, whether they're talking about pricing or anything anywhere, will have this music as a core ingredient. In fact, we've just kicked off the influencer campaign also, where you will see influencers dancing to the incredible festive season from Motorola and the offers and the features that we're getting with our top mobile phones. So adding that bit of festive flavor, adding a bit of fun, and also cutting through the clutter by creating differentiation is something that again we have tried to do with this festive campaign.
Right. And what about on the advertising side? I remember the campaign with Kriti Sanon.
Yes.
I remember that campaign very well. I mean, that was very edgy,
Yes.
and it might have been struck on everybody's mind. So anything on the advertising side, will you be coming up with an advertising campaign related to the Brilliant collection?
So yes, I mean the collection, with respect to the Brilliant collection, we are not doing a local campaign because we believe that this collection is global, and hence there are global assets which we are already running, which really is an expression of fashion, style, and your own personal identity. These are campaigns that are already running. We are not planning to do a local campaign for this festive like we did last year with Rangila and Kriti.
Right.
But we are using Kriti. If you remember our iconic Hello Moto,
Yes.
you would see that in this campaign, in the campaign this festive, we have versions of that Hello Moto with Kriti.
Oh.
And so our different assets will actually open with the different version of Hello Moto with Kriti. So we continue to sort of merge the two, right? The power of our global audio asset as well as Kriti just in our every asset. So it's not one campaign, right? It's actually the entire campaign, right? Which sort of brings in the power of Hello Moto. And it's across our assets, whether it's an asset around pricing, it's an asset around product, it's an asset around a particular feature. Everything that we are doing will have that.
Okay. And yes, coming to pricing, yes, I wanted to understand the collection. What's the price range starting from?
So the collection in terms of the price point, the product, I think the Razr is the Razr is announced at 54,999, right? That's the price point for the Brilliant collection Razr, and the Buds Loop for the collection version is announced at 24,999. These are the two price points, but of course there are offers that will be unveiled for this festive season, and during the Big Billion Days you should be able to get them both together at a very, very lucrative price. But this is obviously the collection, which you can see. And of course,
I'm seeing it live now. I saw it in the press release when I got it.
Yeah, but
yes.
It's a big difference, right? I mean, when you see this in person,
see this live, yes.
Specifically this the Buds Loop, right? I mean, they are absolute jewelry, right? Nobody can, in fact, when you wear it, it's absolute jewelry, and then the pairing is something to
beautiful.
Really,
it is indeed, right? Got it. So, aside from digital medium, what another medium are you focusing on for your marketing this festive season?
Yes. So, apart from digital media, we also have, and within digital, I think we have influencer. I think, but you would see influencer marketing as a separate cohort. So we are indexing a lot on influencers, not just the mega influencers, not just the tech influencers, but also micro, nano influencers. How do we take our message, our communication down to the pin code level? I think that's something that we are looking at through influencer marketing. We are also looking at investing on the platform like Flipkart, for example, right? How do we create strong presence within platforms, e-commerce platforms where we see a lot of traction and traffic. Retail marketing, where we are creating these visibility elements at point of sale, stores, etc. But also, we have an ongoing sort of partnership in terms of top funnel with television houses, the news channels that we have, and also the airports. So all the top airports, we have outdoor visibility, out of home visibility on their media. There again, we are showcasing, the festive communication on our key products, and also on television news channels is where we are continuing to expand, right?
Got it. Okay, so coming to a final question, future plans ahead of the year. I mean, the year is coming to an end. What all are your plans now? Probably working for anything for the upcoming months, or probably next year, Jan, Feb, anything?
No, obviously. I mean, I think for us, we operate with the financial year, so our year goes on till March of next of next calendar year. So, frankly, it's just there is a lot left in the year for us, And we do look forward to not just the next quarter, which is October, November, December, but also Jan, Feb, March. Both. It's literally H2 for us. The second half of the year is still pending, and we have a lot of exciting launches that we plan to do in India as well as globally across our different franchises. So while we can't comment on the exact future portfolio of our devices, as you know, we will not stop here. We will continue to bring to consumers the best of technology, the best of innovation, the best of fashion, and the best of lifestyle tech.
Understood. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
sir, for your time and for sharing insights on this collaboration. Absolutely loved the product as I see it. And yes, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me. Pleasure.